Lily and Madeline, welcome to Secret Sessions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for performing for us. So you've currently been on tour for the UK, come over from Indianapolis to play. How has the UK tour been going?
So much fun. We don't want to leave.
Yeah. So the UK, is it first time over here?
We stopped here in London last October because we were doing a European tour, but this is our first big, extensive UK tour.
Yeah, so where's been your favourite place?
I think either London or Edinburgh. Because we've never been to Scotland and it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Have you sort of like picked up any English things? Have you
Just
tried
some
anything
lingo.
new? Yeah, some lingo.
Ace is a big thing over
Okay.
here, I guess.
Yeah.
We really like that. We're going to try to bring it back to Indianapolis, I guess.
Yeah.
And we've tried a lot of candies. The Cadbury, I think Nibbles with the caramel. They're like little discs. With, oh my gosh, they're so good. Yeah.
And you get them in the quite like the big bag.
The big bag.
Which sometimes is £1, and which is quite cheap for like that thing. Delicious.
So
Put
good.
them in the fridge, even better.
Oh, good suggestion.
Yeah.
We'll try it.
Okay, so you've done that, and the shows were they well received? Did you have lots of people come
We've
down?
actually had a lot of sold out shows, which
like
is super
all but
nice.
one, I think. Maybe all but two.
Yeah, I think so. And then we played in Manchester on Wednesday, and Joe Rose opened for us, and Clara Soderberg of First Aid Kit was there and performed with him. It was amazing because she's like one of our heroes. So it was really cool to get to meet her and see her perform live because we've never gotten to see her perform live before.
Yeah. So all in all, it's been a pretty good experience by the sounds of it. And you released your debut album, didn't you, at the end of last year?
Yeah.
How has it been? Did you think the reaction would be so far-reaching? You know, a lot of people seem to have connected with the music quite quickly.
Yeah, that's what's so surprising.
Yeah. In the US, like, it's so big, it's hard to get like a good fan base. In Indianapolis, obviously we have a good fan base, but like here, it's surprising because we're really well received and like we didn't expect that at all.
And how was, in terms of making the album, was it a good album to make? Did you enjoy the process of like actually writing your first LP?
Yeah, very much. I feel like it happened pretty quickly. We recorded it in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we're pretty proud of it. It's like the biggest project we've done, the first full length. So I don't know, we kind of didn't know exactly what to expect, but we worked really hard on it, and we're proud of it, and we're excited for our next album too.
Yeah, because you're sisters, aren't you?
Yeah.
So how did you go from just sisters singing together to then label interest? You put out the album, haven't you, on Sufjan Stevens' label, Asthmatic Kitty, and then Secretly Canadian over in the UK. Is that who you're on tour with? So how did it all go from just singing together and making some tunes to then that?
Well, it happened really fast. About a year ago was our first ever public show, and so we never thought that 12 months later we'd be in London doing a session, like no big deal. But I don't know, I guess it's just been connections and like
people who believe in us.
People who believe in us.
Just
we
like
have
neighbors,
some
friends.
amazing supports around us, I guess. And our parents are really supportive, which is nice. Supportive enough to let us come out of school to travel and tour for a bit this semester, which is really, really nice. I don't know, it's just happened really fast. And it's also been a little bit confusing. It hasn't been very rocky. It's mostly just been kind of like uphill, but the emotions are just kind of like, is this what we should be doing right now? Should we really come out of school for this? Is it worth it? But because we have this opportunity, and I think we'll probably never get an opportunity like this again, we took it, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah, because you got into the industry maybe not Bieber young, but quite young.
Yeah.
You're 19 and you're 16? 17.
Just turned 17.
Okay, but when, so a year ago you're a bit younger.
Yeah.
How has it been? Has it been quite a daunting world or an embracing world? Have you had any sort of trouble with it, or?
Well, we're really lucky because Asthmatic Kitty is really supportive and they really take care of us. And we're also not treated like children, even though, I'm underage. We're surrounded by people who respect us and who, treat us how I think we should be treated. But yeah, there's a lot of, like we're not really sure how things are going because, every day is something new to us. We're doing like so many things like touring and, we're working on our next album already. And so it's just lots of new experiences, but we're really lucky to have, this great support of the label.
Yeah, I feel like definitely the label and maybe even like the community, like the alternative community, has really embraced us. I wonder sometimes if we sang country or pop or something like that, how would we be received? What kind of success would we have? Or like, what kind of people would we work with? And so far it's just been really, really great, and people have been really nice, which is maybe rare. I don't know, but we're really grateful.
Yeah. If there's a wave, you've got to ride it, okay? And the wave is opening up for you, you could say, which is great. And how is it being sisters in a band? Do you get on? Do you tell each other everything? Or?
Yeah, it was hard at first. Like when we first started writing music, we didn't really know how, and it was just kind of like, confusing and overwhelming. But now it's really fun, and it's really nice to have my sister there because, we know each other as well as you can know a person, and there's nothing like awkward to get over of like sharing a hotel room every single night. So yeah, it's good.
And also, I mean, there's something definitely quite intuitive, isn't there, when you're sisters, in terms of your harmonies. I think that definitely plays through. There's a lot of sisters in bands, like the Staves and Haim, and there's just something there. Would you say there's like just that chemistry of just knowing each other inside out? That
definitely, you can't deny the intuition that we have, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's just really easy to sing and play with Lily because she knows everything about me, and she knows my strengths and weaknesses in singing, so we're like a perfect pair, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so your new single, I've Got Freedom, is coming out on the 31st of March over here. But you said you're already making the second album, so
yeah, we've been working hard. It's coming great. Yeah, we've been writing throughout the winter, and we're gonna get into the studio in March. Start recording, I guess, before the single even comes out. But that was for the last album. Yeah. So I guess we have been moving pretty fast. But why stop? Yeah. I guess.
So back to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Which is like what? I mean, how could you describe it?
It's colder than it is here, and everybody has been like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, the weather's terrible," but like it's
this
so
great.
Cold and icy where we're from. So
yeah.
But it's
cold
nice.
and icy.
Yeah.
Is it a cool place? Is there a thriving music scene, or?
Well, the area that we live in, kind of the broad Ripple area is what you call it, is pretty cool, and like there's a lot of culture and interesting shops and like local businesses and restaurants, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. I really like Indianapolis a lot.
Yeah, it's not a huge city, but
it's not very big.
It's nice.
Yeah. Well, good luck with everything, and thank you so much for performing for us.
Thank you for having us.
And yeah, we'll see you back in the UK soon.
Yeah, we hope so.